Most of you really don't think it will be that easy to retire on 10,000 XRP. Many of you may think that's crazy, especially given how XRP's price has been moving lately, but by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what many other XRP buyers are starting to understand. But before I go, I want to talk about what's been going on in the markets lately. In just one day, XRP has lost 8.28% of its value. XRP is now down to 196, and yes, I think it will go much lower than this in the near future because of everything going on right now, like trade wars getting worse again and people reacting to taxes. Things are going to get even more crazy on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, which are all coming up. Having said that, it's really interesting to see how the White House has responded to this crash and what they've said about it. Like the White House has been saying, they basically just said that a market crash wasn't part of President Trump's plan. This shows that Bitcoin has officially dropped below $79,000 per coin. XRP is also doing much better than the other coins, which is a very good sign. In the last couple of hours, over $200 million and now up to $350 million has been taken out of the coin market. 200 million of that was taken out in just 60 minutes, and I want you all to know that the pain has probably only just started. There have been much worse days for XRP, like back here on March 3rd, when it dropped 18% in one day while trade wars were getting worse at the start of the month. Right now, Trump just announced his reciprocal tariffs, and we'll be hearing a lot of responses by April 9th when all of these countries, Vietnam, China, India, and many others, have agreed to make statements about how they're going to respond or whether they're going to respond at all. Some of them have already said they're going to do this. That being said, this will open up a lot of doors for you guys. I want to tell you that XRP went up 34% on March 2 when President Trump and some other countries said they were going to delay their tariffs. You would have made a lot of money if you bought the day before the 34% pump and sold the next day. That's what I want to tell you because I think something similar is going to happen right now. But it only works if you buy near the bottom and sell near the top after these intraday rises, which do happen quite often. That being said, let's talk about stocks in the US. What does that mean? I was really confused on Saturday and Friday because it looked like the crypto markets were pulling away from the stock market for the first time in a very long time. Today, however, has totally disproved that idea. The Bitcoin and tech stock markets in particular are very connected to each other, and it looks like this is very unstable, right? The stock markets are going down, and then the crypto markets are going down even more disastrously the next day or two after. And yes, it is annoying when all of your favorite cryptocurrencies drop by 4%, 5%, or 9% in one day. Some people like Solana even though he's down 10%. I do want to tell you though that XRP is holding up much better than most other crypto assets, even Ethereum, which is a great sign. What's so cool about that? The first thing I'd like to talk about is the everyday chart. As you can see, XRP is still oversold. This means that you should buy it every time it goes down this week. After we hit anywhere near the bottom, which could happen at any time in the next few days, this is a great time to buy because the price of XRP will rise with very little relative volume. Now we see that Vanguard, a very large investment company, is telling its clients via email to resist the urge to stray from their financial plan. Vanguard wants its clients to stay in the market and not take their money out. Now, this tells a very interesting story from an emotional point of view. There are a lot of big banks and trading firms that look like they are scared right now. There is a fear that there will be a bank run. They must be very worried about how volatile taxes are right now. The fact that so many stocks are being sold makes them lose a lot of money. Basically, this means that the Federal Reserve will have to save them at some point. This means that interest rates will have to be lowered to almost zero so that hundreds of billions of dollars can be put back into the system. That's what we are looking forward to. There is a good reason for Vanguard to be scared when they are. With the market being so unstable, Trump is pretty much pushing the Fed to lower interest rates. And if the Federal Reserve doesn't lower interest rates, the economy will fall apart in a way that will be so bad that it will stain their reputation forever. I'm sure of this, which is why Trump keeps asking the Fed to cut rates. But it's clear that this is the Vanguard theme. When things are uncertain, don't give in to the desire to change your financial plan. Stock market days that do well and days that do poorly often happen very close together, making it hard to know when to sell or buy. Those investors who stuck with their investments during market downturns have usually done better than those who left the market or took a loss. We don't know when the market's instability will end, but history shows that the markets will eventually recover. This is also very true. This is why during bull markets I buy those dips and get ready to sell the next big rally, like the ones we saw here in March at the beginning of January and on February 3rd. You can only make the most of these amazing chances if you actually do something with them. Because of this, I'm desperately sending you this message. I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did in 2017. I could have made hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars that year, but I barely made it. When you're being honest, you'll never really learn if you don't learn from your mistakes. So, now that I've said that, I'm going to tell you everything, okay? You can get all the information you need to make the best choices for free by saying, "Hey, if I win, you guys win." Thank you so much for watching my video and supporting my channel. It's what lets me do this every day and make a great job at it. That being said, if you guys use my referral link to sign up for one of my partner swaps and just send in your email, you should get an invite to those VIP groups. You can begin copying my moves right away, which will begin to change your life. You should really try to get in during these times to catch the next big rise. It's really that easy. And the best times to buy are when the market is oversold and there are big drops. You don't have to believe me though. This is the proof you need. This shows that I'm willing to buy up to 235. I'm shopping. You should buy all of these veggies. I've never sold anything. I'll buy more if the price goes down even a little more. I want you guys to be able to see all of those deals because, as we've seen many times before, you can make 34% in one day on the way back up. In fact, that's what we have here, and it's a very likely outcome based on what the Fed is going to do, which is to lower interest rates and push hundreds of billions or even trillions of dollars into the US economy. Okay, so hit that like button, leave a review, and subscribe. Through the link below, you can join Levi Crypto Crusaders. I'll see you soon on Telegram and Discord. Goodbye.